baby, we out here. You see what's going on, we activated, we ain't playing no games.
Without further ado, let's get to it, man. Today, man, we got a special guest, man. From the first time that I discovered this artist, I automatically off the rip noticed the uniqueness, noticed the mentality, and just listening to your latest single, The Hills. You know what I mean? I'm like, yeah, dog. He got something special about him. You feel me?
No, I appreciate that, brother.
For sure, for sure. So definitely an honor to have you, man. Our Tommy, remain real Tommy, however you want to play it, man. We got Tommy in the building, man. What's going on, my brother?
Man, all is well, man. I can't complain.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. We were just talking about it before we, sat down. We were just talking about it, man. You was just in the shop, bro. If you can, real quick, just talk a little bit about, why you went out there and what you had in motion out there.
Oh man, I really went out there really because my born day was the other day, so I just went out there. You feel me? Just to see the city, the ambiance. You know what I'm saying? Tap in with some of my people out there. However, I ended up coming across some good people out there, man. I ended up shooting a video, doing a mini documentary. Yeah, man. I went to a couple shows out there.
For sure, for sure.
So yeah, it was a cool experience.
Straight up, straight up. Went shopping and shit out there too. I see you
man.
making your rounds. You know what I mean?
Yeah, indeed, man. I hit that Supreme. So Supreme, one of my favorite brands.
Straight up.
So yeah, I went over there and checked them out.
Straight up, man. This year, bro, just kind of going through your catalog. It seemed like this year, is a year where you making, like a conscious decision to really lock in. I think the last time I saw you, we was at a Royal House Studio or whatever, and you was cooking up there. And then, like I say, you just dropped a record about a month ago called The Hills or whatever, and it just kind of feel like you got this energy or this vibe where you like, yeah, it's that time to tee up for real, for real. Would that be a fair assessment?
Yeah, true indeed. I ain't gonna lie, man. I've been rapping my whole life. However, I've been able to go on certain runs through like 2022, 23. I kind of took like a break, you know. However, but now this year is like really time for me to put the gas on. I got all the right people on my team. I got all the support that my fans wanted, man.
No doubt, no doubt. If you can, what would you say was the reason why you maybe kind of took your foot off the gas a little bit in 2023?
Man, just seeing this, what the industry got to offer, you know what I'm saying, and dealing with it, and just seeing how I fit in it without compromising who I am as a person. You feel me? Like the industry, man, it take a lot away from you if you let it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I got to see what them hills is like over there in Hollywood and them skyscrapers in New York. So it's like, man, let me get me together and really be able to tell my story and paint my picture how I want to paint it. You know what I'm saying?
For sure, for sure, for sure. And like just for you to kind of have that type of mentality going into it, I don't think a lot of people take them steps before they enter the game.
Right.
A lot of shit they kind of realize once they get knee deep in it.
Yeah.
And it kind of be a situation where you like, damn, I ain't even know if I really wanted all of this, and it's kind of hard to pivot once you already in it.
Yeah.
What was that? What would you say was well, I think you did explain what was the need of doing that, you know what I mean, before. But if you would be able to elaborate, like what is some of the things that you maybe saw or that you picked up on where you like, nah, let me fall back and figure this out before I enter into that?
Man, this really, you want me to be honest?
Yeah.
Bro, it's just the fake shit, bro. To be honest, not being able to have creative control, I'm just not with it, man. I don't like all the industry shit. Like, I like being around real, genuine people, like real people, man. I'm like, and it translates to my business too. So it's like, it's all the same to me. Like, it's either I can fuck with you or I can't. If I can't fuck with you, man, I don't want to do no business with you. I don't want to do no personal shit with you. Like, I'm cool on that shit. Like,
No doubt.
I just see what the industry is and how it take hold of people and it change people at the end of the day. And I ain't want that shit changing me for real.
For sure.
Fuck that shit.
For sure.
Yeah.
And like even now, Like I said, I became aware of you from Neek, you know what I mean, and the circle, you feel me? Um, if you can, like, what was your, what was in your mind that made you say, man, I fuck with them over there, and I could, see myself working with them, or just, you know what I mean, just building with them in any sense.
Yeah, actually, man, my big brother, my manager out in LA, his name TK
Mm,
from Arbery. He over there at Atlantic. He took me to Neek.
mm,
However, like, Neek from the other side of my neighborhood. So I already knew who he was. Like, I kind of like been seeing him around through other people or whatever. But TK took me through there. Like, we was on one of our runs. I think we had just came back from New York. And we went and pulled up on Neek, and he let Neek know who I was, and like, look, we doing something different with him,
mm.
and I want you to look out for him.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So then I reached out to Neek, and just started chopping it up, and like we just ran from there for
for sure, for sure. You from Detroit, right?
yeah, yeah.
How were you able to even find yourself in position to get management from somebody from LA?
Being a 5%er. So me being a 5%er, like, man, I end up meeting the guys at a vegan restaurant over there, like on Nottingham and Mac. You get what I'm saying? And I was just rapping, doing my thing, going in there, playing chess, eating food, and I ended up putting one of the dudes the dude who owned the restaurant. He's a 5%er.
Mm,
He was the first person to teach me, and I put his son on the song, and then his son, we took it back to him, and he said he was gonna make some calls. Long story short, like I just put myself to the back burner, and I was trying to help little bro get
mm,
on, and TK was one of the calls that he made. So then once that connection was made, I just was pushing and supporting him. I didn't even tell TK I rap.
mm.
And then like maybe like a year went by, and I just seen the interaction on social media, all the traveling back and forth Detroit to LA, and I just tapped in. And then they took a notice to what I was doing. Like when I met them, I had like 8 videos put up in the vault, probably like 100 songs. So they like, damn, who is this kid? And they like,
Yeah.
he a 5%er. They thought 5% the 5% was dead in this generation.
Mm.
So they was like, yeah, man, we gotta see what this kid talking about. And I pulled up on them, and shit has been history ever since.
No doubt, no doubt.
Yeah.
That's peace. So for those who may not know, when you say 5%er, if you can you kind of just enlighten us of what that is? What is a 5%er?
What is a 5%er? Great question. We are civilized people, you know what I'm saying, who have knowledge, wisdom, understanding, culture, refinement, and we not savages in pursuit of happiness. And we teach freedom, justice, and equality to all human families on the planet Earth. You know what I'm saying? We teach the uncivilized civilization, righteousness, the science of themselves, and uh, the knowledge of themselves and the science to everything in life, like love, peace, and happiness. You know what I'm saying?
For
So
sure.
basically, like we teach that the black man is God.
Mm.
You know?
Which is a strong statement, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially living in, you know what I mean, the world that we live in now. Um, when you say when you from my, I guess from listening to you explain that, is this like a religion or something like that? Like what is it, and how can a person, you feel me, like adopt the knowledge or whatever the case may be?
No, we don't practice no religion. However, we study all religions. And the only way to really become a 5%er is like you got to meet a 5%er. Like you got to walk and talk with God to get this knowledge. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
So
For sure,
yeah,
for sure.
yeah,
When you say that the black man is God, and the only reason why I'm asking these questions is because I just feel like you just made a lot of heavy statements. You
yeah,
feel
yeah.
me? And the
I
audience
did.
that's listening, I know that they may have questions like, damn, like what bro meant when he said that? When you say the black man is God, like, can you explain that? Just elaborate a little bit on that.
Yeah, I say the black man is God because the black man is the first man, the original man. So like you know, first we the first people that inhabit this planet. You know what I'm saying? Everything come from the mind. Like at first we existed like in pure consciousness. However, then we spawn shit into reality, and the arm, leg, arm, head being the house for that mind. You know what I'm saying? Came in person as a black man,
Mm.
the first man.
For sure, for sure.
to walk the planet.
For sure, for sure. Man, you at this point, man, and I ain't gonna lie, like even coming into contact with you, I feel like this certain level of zen, you know what I mean, over you or whatever, like this certain level of calmness, right?
I appreciate it.
But you know what you saying, like you come from the other side of, you know what I mean, where Neek, you feel me, come from. So I would assume that you didn't always have this type of demeanor. This is an assumption.
No,
I'm not saying that it's true, but I would assume that you didn't always have this type of demeanor. So, just to kind of go back to the origin leading up to you being, you know, the man that you sit here as today. If you can, bro, let's go back a little bit and talk a little bit about where you from and, you know, your household and what was like being raised in Detroit.
Man, I come from Warren and Audubon, you know what I'm saying? I stayed on Warren and Beaconsfield, Warren and Devonshire, so I grew up in the East Warren area. I come from, well, I got 3 little brothers. So, you know what I'm saying? I got, growing up, it was a 2-parent household to maybe about '08. But it's just like everybody else living in the hood, you know what I'm saying? I went to Ronald Brown. I went to, I went to the New Finney, you know what I'm saying? So it was like just, you know, going through the struggle.
For
It's
sure.
just being like a little bad kid in Detroit growing up, throwing rocks, breaking shit, you know
Straight
what I'm
up.
saying, stealing out the stove, you know what I'm saying, doing whatever we could to like meet our needs, you know what I'm saying, because I don't come from no rich household, you know what I'm saying, I come from sleeping on pallets and shit like that, you know what I'm
Straight
saying,
up.
eating off the same spoon and off the same plate as my cousins, wearing the same clothes, you know what I'm saying, sleeping on the floor. So that's what it really was for me growing up, man.
For
And
sure.
I made a transition maybe like my mama, she moved to Atlanta in like '08, '09. They broke up. My parents broke up and she shot down to the A. And I was down there for what, like 2 years. I was probably like in the 7th grade. So like 7th grade, 8th grade, I spent in Atlanta. I stayed on Bankhead and I went to a school out there and, you know, came back just being bad and shit. You know what I'm saying? Trying to figure myself out.
For sure.
Came back to Detroit and really was just me and my pops and it was over with. I was like fully off the porch and just figuring it out. Just like everybody else, all the other teenagers out here playing with guns, you know what I'm saying? Pulling up on girls, you know, trying to make money any way that we can.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
So it's like that's what it was. That's how it was for me growing up.
No doubt, no doubt.
Uh,
And if you can, like the experiences in, you know, Bankhead, I know that that may have been a little bit of a culture shock just
yeah.
off the strength of Detroit, Atlanta, two different, you know, terrains, two different
Hell
atmospheres.
yeah, totally different.
Yeah, if you can talk a little bit about it.
Man, I was there for that like the golden era, where like when Young Thug and
Ah,
London on the tracks, they was
yeah.
like really still local. Schoolboy rich kids, you know what I'm saying? I was out there seeing, watching all of that transpire and take place. A lot of that stuff happened in my neighborhood. Like I'll just go outside and this would really, it helped me. Want to rap. Lil Wayne dropped 3, turned me up though. That made me
For
want to rap.
class.
But then when I got there, it was like, damn, like, oh shit, it's rappers in the community. They pulling up in Bentleys and Rolls Royces like in the hood. And it fucked me up. Like, damn, all right, this shit is doable. You know what I'm saying? It let me see. It was definitely a culture shock.
Yeah.
Me being from Detroit, like it wasn't the terrain that it is now. It was like I was early to the party, being from Detroit, being in Atlanta, and they was like, damn, bro, you got on Cartiers and what is that? Like, you from the Bay? Like that's that shit easy. I'm what's doing the E40.
Yeah,
They're
yeah,
like, damn, bro, you got them E40 glasses on.
yeah.
They ain't even know what bus was.
Crazy.
And they like, yeah, you talk proper. I'm like, nah, bro, y'all talk country. You feel me?
Straight
Or
up.
some shit like that. So that's what it was, man. It was cool. Definitely being away from all my people. It made me stronger type shit.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying? Being like I'm the oldest boy. So like, you know, going into a new environment, it's
Yeah.
another hood. It's like you got to get adjusted. You got to be able to
Facts.
keep up. You know what I'm saying? So
Facts, facts,
that's what it was
facts.
about for real.
And when you did say like, you know, I'm from Detroit, because, you know, usually, man, when Detroit people go to different places, different cities, it's kind of like this, like we automatically get this stamp. Like it just kind of seemed like everybody fuck with Detroit. Was that the case for you? Did you run into some like you know, just bad vibes from people just knowing that you from a different place and you wasn't from there?
It was some of that, but it's that southern hospitality down there for sure,
Mm.
for sure. However, you know what I'm saying? Like just being young, teenagers, niggas full of testosterone, I definitely was down there fighting for sure, for sure.
Straight up.
Niggas like, I don't know, I always been a piece with the magnetic. People always was drawn to me. People always liked me. Like my house was always the house, 15 little kids. You know, I had the little, you know, the little green box, like the little electric box. It'd be like little memes about it and shit where all the kids sit at in the neighborhood.
I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah,
I
I had a
can't think of
green box in front of my crib. So all the kids used to come sit in front of my house. My mama was cool, you know what I'm saying? So everybody just be at my crib. Some people liked it, some people didn't. That's just like though, you know what I'm saying?
No doubt, no
Yeah,
doubt, no
yeah.
doubt. So bam, you make your transition back to the city. You with pops, like you say, you kind of go like full fledged and kind of doing your own thing, finding out different ways to make money, playing with guns, playing in the streets. Um, what was like some of the things that you encountered that made you kind of realize? And if I may, what age were you when you came back?
Well, like 14, 15.
So at that age, like, or in that time frame, what was like some of the things that you noticed that kind of made you realize, like, man, this street shit burnt, or this shit ain't, you know what I mean? This shit ain't gonna really benefit me in the long term.
Man, I ain't figured that shit out until like after I came back home from prison.
Mm,
You know what I'm saying? Like I had a little boy when I was in there,
mm,
and just being in the joint, like man, ain't nobody want all my closest people, homeboys and shit. They weren't riding me.
yeah,
My woman, she was pregnant, and my woman at that time she was pregnant. Ain't nobody check up on her. Ain't nobody call my mama. Ain't nobody drop nothing on my books. They ain't write me a word,
no
a
doubt.
JPay or nothing. You know what I'm saying? So that's when I spent a lot of time in the hole and SIG.
Mm,
And that's when I was like, you know what? Like, bro, this shit ain't what it cracked out to be.
no
Like,
doubt.
this shit fake for real, for real. Just like I was saying with this industry and shit,
Yeah,
bro, this shit fake. And I just start seeing it, bro. You get locked up, my nigga, I'm telling you, nobody's coming to see you. Nobody's gonna write you. Nobody putting no money in them books like that. It's gonna be a small percentage, but I'm telling you, it's gonna be your mama, it's gonna be your auntie, maybe your pops, you know what I'm saying? Your sibling. You know what I'm saying? Maybe the girl who love you the most, your baby
straight up.
mama. That's it, bro. And all this shit a facade. Like, I feel like it's a lot of grown men out here playing teenage games, trying to keep up with certain images and shit like that. Like, man, fuck all that, bro. I'm a grown man. I got the knowledge of myself. I know who I am. Like, bro, I ain't about to follow you niggas in the hell.
No cap.
You niggas can go by yourself.
No cap, no cap, man. Um, at what age did you go sit down? And
Uh,
if you may, like, how long was that stint? And then also the next question is, what did you do to find yourself in SEG and find yourself in the hole and different shit like that?
I called my case when I was, 19. So I got out when I was 21. Yeah, yeah. So, man, it was just me moving around, moving too fast.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, some of the things, well, it was just being shot, being in prison, and not wanting to take no shit from nobody. So I'm in
Yeah,
there fighting.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Left and right. Can't say nothing to me the wrong way.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? I'm in there getting into it with the CEOs, all type of shit like that. You feel me?
for sure.
You know what I'm saying? But just really I was standing my lane, though. But like, if you come over here, then it's like, all right. You know
What
what
was
I'm saying?
what was like some of the like the craziest shit that you've seen, you know what I mean, during that stint?
Mm, jail really not like prison. Really not like how people see it, like on the movies and on TV. Where you mind your business, bro. You good in there for real, for real. But like, bro, just being in hell, all of it, man. That shit inhumane as hell, bro. Like just being in the prison, like when they first that door first slid and that motherfucker closed, and I walked up that little slit right there, and I'm like, damn, this bitch don't got no door handle on
Straight
it.
up.
I knew right there, like, oh, this shit real. Like they got me caged in this motherfucker like an animal. Like niggas throwing shit on each other, throwing shit up under the doors, like just a lot of inhumane shit. You see a nigga in there look like a woman, you know what I'm saying? It's just like they got you caged in, all that squat and call shit. You know what I'm saying? Like
Facts.
another man telling you what to do. That's the worst part for me.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm a free nigga, bro. I gotta be able to have my freedom. I need a freedom to be able to do whatever I want, eat wherever I want. Like
No
I need to
doubt.
be able to pull up on a woman. Like that was the worst part for me.
No doubt. No doubt. When you during that time, right? Like you said, I would assume you start like realize, like what you said, you started to realize, like, man, this shit lame as fuck.
Yeah.
This shit ain't really cracked up to be what people portray it. Um, were there other 5%ers in there? Was the guys in there or whatever? Like, was that your initial contact with the 5%ers that kind of even sparked your interest?
No. I never met a 5%er in prison.
Wow.
I never knew about the 5% until I met the 5% like in the physical.
Wow.
And but when I was in there though, I came across the Nation of Islam. I came across Sunni Muslims, the GDs, the Viceroys, all of them, even the most. Everybody had a piece of the knowledge, you know what I'm saying, and tried to get me to subscribe to what they had going on. But like, I respected it and I studied it. I looked into it. However, it wasn't for me.
Yeah.
When I came back home, maybe like a year later, 2018, I got home 2017, 2018, I went vegan. And my people was telling me like, yeah, it's a vegan restaurant around the corner and shit on Nottingham and Mac. You should go check it out. I'm like, man, ain't no vegan restaurant over here.
Right.
Bro, I've been over here, you know what I'm saying? So I go over there. It's a vegan restaurant over there. And it's a brother in there. He a Belizean. And he got his kids running the restaurants. He got like 10 kids. They running around. And some of them working the register and they asking me questions. Like they run up on me, peace, God. How far is the earth away from the sun?
Yeah.
Peace, God. What's the total square miles of the planet Earth?
Yeah.
They asking me all this high science shit, and I'm like, damn, they like, peace, God. And I didn't know how to take it. I didn't know what it meant.
Yeah.
And then the brother, he just seen me being up there playing chess, and I just was looking around doing the knowledge to him. Like, damn, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
Who is these people? I never heard this shit before. And then he just pulled me to the side and let me know, like, yeah, you God? And I was like, shit.
Right.
I'm like, bro, you right. I don't know how you right though, but you right.
Yeah.
It was already in me. I just felt like I always felt that way, but I could never like verbalize it. Like hearing Jay-Z songs and shit like, what's a king to a god?
Yeah.
What's a god to a king?
Yeah.
Like, boom. Like, so I already had that mentality and that complex in my mind. You get what I'm saying? And when I met him, he introduced me to it. And then it was over. I started meeting other 5%ers. I started traveling all across the wilderness of North America, just meeting people. LA, Detroit, Atlanta, New York, just like walking and talking, getting the culture, you know what I'm saying? I just started meeting more and more people. And that's how I really became a 5%er. You know what I'm saying? Really just wanted something different for myself. And I went through a period like in that time where I was studying everything, but I wasn't for myself. I wasn't subscribed to nothing. Like I'd just be in a crib watching documentaries and shit, eating like little vegan food. I ain't really had no knowledge. I was eating fucking beans and rice and chips and salsa and shit like when I first went vegan. You know what I'm saying? But like seeing him having 10 kids in a restaurant, they could run a restaurant, they all had their own houses and shit like that.
Right.
And the kids knowing how to pay taxes and they having this science, and I'm like, damn, what is this? And then he introducing me to other brothers and who got the teachings a different way, and it's like, damn, what is this shit? And it really they was all street dudes. However, a lot of seen and heard everywhere. Some of them was street, some of them was teachers, some of them like came and the person is of different people or whatever. However, it's like, damn, from the highs to the highs, lows to the lows, it's like people got this knowledge, and I'm like, I want that shit.
Real talk. Especially when you think about youngins running up on you, asking you these type of questions. You feel
and
me?
I don't got the answers.
Yeah, how much do the earth weigh? You know what I mean?
6 sextillion tons, a unit follow about 21 ciphers.
You feel me?
Fucking me up. I couldn't answer them questions.
Right.
Though.
No, that's peace, bro. And I would assume, like you say, having it come to you like that, you like, hold on. If they know this, it kind of make you feel like, yeah, I gotta tighten up. You know what I mean?
Get that shit.
Straight up.
What is this?
Straight up.
That's how it was, yo.
So I looking on your social media, I see that you actually, if I'm not mistaken, you went out to New York.
Yeah.
and you actually went through the full process to officially become a part of the body. Um, if you can talk a little bit about that experience, what did you have to learn? How long did it take for you to, finish this,
Teachings.
the
Yeah,
teachings. Yeah.
going through. Yeah, man. So I went through my rites of passage last year, and I got free transportation, man, out there to Harlem, which we call the holy city of Mecca, which we call Mecca, and the brothers gave me free transportation, man. They flew me out. They drove me around the city to see all my big brothers and the elders of the nation. And man, whatever I wanted, bro. Like, so it took me a process, maybe like a year, or no, about 2 years to really finish the lessons, to master the lessons, 120. And I could have did it faster, but I took my time with it because I was still going through certain shit, like in my travels and unthawing and, like, you know what I'm saying, refining myself. You get what I'm saying? So it took me about 2 years, man. And my big brother, True Born, man, he flew me out. You know what I'm saying? Like, God, we got to get you your flag, God. You know what I'm saying? You one of the boys now.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they flew me out.
And I saw the brothers, man. I seen them put the, you know what I mean?
Flag
put it on your chest.
Yeah, man, I ain't wear. I wish I would have it on today.
Did the little you feel me? Like that was beautiful, man.
Yeah.
And for a lot of people that don't know, when you say the 120, man, these are 120 like facts, and like between questions and actual facts and stuff like that you gotta that you gotta know by heart. So, just for you to be able to do that is commendable, bro. Like, I think that type of training kind of automatically put people like you, like, in an advanced position or in a superior position, because when you having conversations with people, everything becomes technical, right?
Yeah.
So when you speaking these facts and stuff like that, and you answering the question, who is the original man, and then you responding to the question, it kind of teaches you how to be conscious of a full sentence and just kind of pick up on everything, bro. So I definitely commend you for that.
I appreciate that.
That ain't no light thing. That ain't nothing that should be taken lightly.
Yeah.
In Detroit, just to kind of talk about it, and you said that a lot of people feel like the 5%ers is a lost thing amongst, the younger generations. A lot of people was fully aware of the 5%ers in like the 90s, like Busta Rhymes, Nas,
Wu-Tang,
yeah, like
Kane, Rakim.
Facts. Yeah. What do you think stop people from being aware of the 5%ers, and what do you think is starting to cause young people to be more aware of it now?
Once again, man, that fake ass industry shit, man. They really put a stop to certain music and a certain vibration, and I feel like it was still out there. However, like, rap dictate culture. You know what I'm saying? So if the rappers is rapping about being righteous and being 5%ers, you know what I'm saying, and having the knowledge of themselves, the younger generation up under them gonna pick up on it. Like, damn, what is this shit they talking about? So, I feel like certain rap kind of like got pushed to the side.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it made people not want it. However, but I feel like in this generation now, I don't know what it is, man. It's just like people starting to wake up.
Yeah.
Like from that mental sleep. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
And it's like, I don't know, maybe it was, I started noticing it around 2018 when Nip died. 2018, 2019, people start becoming more aware. I started seeing Dr. Sebi popping up.
Yeah.
I started seeing like just more real dialogue and more in-depth thought coming out people's mouths, you know what I'm saying? And,
yeah.
The everything was just heightened. So now I feel like this internet, it was just like a snowball effect. It just keep picking up. And people getting more in tune with themselves and like the world that's around them. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
So that's what I think it is.
No doubt. In terms of community activism or like just repairing the community, Detroit is one of those cities where if you don't know, you won't really realize how divided the city really is, just from the outside looking in.
Yeah.
You being in the city, knowing the city, um, man, like what's some of the things that you feel like can repair or can like heal like some of the ills that, you know, that people face from the youngins now to just the hood in general, just being what it is. Like what's some of the things that you think can be done to aid and assist the development of the hood?
Niggas just gotta step up, man. Simple, bro. Everybody just gotta step up. Everybody trying to be too cool and you know what I'm saying? Like everybody worried about an image and shit like that, bro. We gotta the older homies gotta get with the younger homies. Like, and that's just what it is, bro. Like you ride past them in your nice car or your jewelry on, little niggas walking to the stove out there hooping, bro. You gotta pull down on them. The ones that you already know, you gotta pull down on them. You gotta grab them, let them know what's going on, cause you already done walked the walk, my nigga. You already done been through everything that they finna go through. So it's like, bro, go ahead and bridge that gap. That's what we got to do from every hood to east to west to north to south. Like, bro, we got to bridge the gap from the old and the young generation. Cause it's a gap. The little homies like, man, fuck them old niggas. The old niggas like, man, we ain't fucking with them young niggas. So it's like, ain't no teaching being done. Ain't no examples being brought about. You get what I'm saying? We got to get in them communities. And like, bro, niggas already in the hood. Niggas be knowing what's going on. It's just like, niggas don't care.
Yeah.
Niggas ain't doing nothing. Everybody trying to be cool. Niggas selfish. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's what it is, man. We got to get out there in them communities and help these young niggas for real, for real.
No doubt, no doubt. How important is like the woman in terms of this same thing that we talking about? How important is the women?
Man, bro, our women so lost in the sauce. From the sexy reds to the, you know, so we got to teach them too. We can't, you know what I'm saying, leave it all on them. We got to be able to guide them and protect them, and they going to be able to teach the young. It's the same thing. No cap, like no faking. It's like we got to teach, and we got to hold ourselves accountable. And these got to get up and say something. You know what I'm saying?
Straight up. Do you feel like black men put stuff off on the black woman, and do you feel like it's a lack of accountability on our end, or do you feel like it's a lack of accountability on their end?
Both of them. I ain't gonna lie, it ain't all just on the men. Because at the end of the day, like a lot of women want a traditional man, but they don't want to be a traditional woman. Like they want what their grandfather was, and you know what I'm saying, gonna make the bacon, no pun intended, but like go get out, get the money, take the trash out, fix the car, cut the grass. But it's like, Ma, can you cook? Like, do you know how to take care of a home? Do you know how to rear the children? You know what I'm saying? Do you know how to really hold this and like make a house into a home? Or do you want to just go out and shake your ass with your friends and like do all the extra shit and talk about niggas being sassy when they holding you accountable and shit like that? Like, what we doing here? If you own that, it ain't gonna get nowhere. So it's like the men niggas on some fuck bitches shit right now too. Like our dog calls.
Yeah,
like,
it's heavy. It's a heavy
like,
topic. Yeah.
Man, we can't be like that, man. Because it's not just all on the women. They got to hold themselves accountable, and the ones in position got to teach the other ones and show them like how to be more in tune with themselves and like with their femininity and shit. You know what I'm saying? And then when it comes to the men, like, bro, we got to protect, provide, like, give them structure. Because really, a woman she flexible. She gonna be on whatever her man on. You get what I'm saying? So if you on some like, man, I don't want. If you on some nigga shit, bro, she gonna be on that. You get what I'm saying? If you rise in your vibration, your frequency, bro, she's gonna be on that. She gonna start eating better. She fuck around and wrap her hair. She ain't gonna talk by using profanity. You get what I'm saying? She'll be more covered. You know what I'm saying? Like, she ain't gonna walk out the house wearing anything. She ain't gonna let anybody just walk up to her, talk to her, touch on her. Like, it's just, bro, you gotta set that example though. It's all about the example, man. What we doing? You get what I'm saying? That's just how I see it. And that's what I practice in my life. You get what I'm saying?
That's powerful, bro. Yeah, for sure, man. So yeah, just my last question in this sense is, music wise, right?
Yeah.
With the person that you are, right? How do you go about like incorporating? Do you put this knowledge in your music? Do you lace it? Like, what's your, like, I guess, like, how do you go about doing that without maybe losing the people or, just in general?
So that's really what I'm in, not like finding that balance, you know what I'm saying? Rebranding it, making it to where I can come to the people as the people. Cause I don't want to go too conscious on that and be like, oh shit, bro, on that. You walk up, you on that, then here comes Sharif.
Yeah.
You get me?
Yeah.
Like, no, I ain't coming Sharif. You get what I'm saying? I
Straight
want to
up.
show like the average everyday person in the hood, from the ghetto, from the slums, like, look, bro, I look like you, bro. I've been through everything you've been through. However, I refine myself. I civilize myself. You get what I'm saying? I got
Right.
some knowledge about myself. Like, bro, and I still look, bro. I got on jewelry like you got on, bro. I drive foreign like you drive foreign, my nigga. Like, I just, I play it a little bit different now.
Sure.
I play it a little bit smarter now. You know
Sure.
what I'm
Sure.
saying? What was the last part of your question again?
No, honestly, man, I feel like you pretty much summed it up. You saying basically that's what you in the process of doing.
Oh yeah, in regards to the music part
Yeah.
itself. So yeah, it's just like finding that balance. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause one, I still do like to make music. Like, I've been rapping even before I became a 5%er.
Yeah.
And I come from a certain demographic. That's why you gonna see me on here with a suit and tie. You know what I'm saying? Even though I know what I know.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? It's still about coming to the people as the people. What do the people like? You get what I'm saying? And you got a baby feed them. Like, you can't give a baby steak, you gotta give them milk. You know what
Sure.
I'm saying? So you just come to the people as the people blend in, and then when I get up on them in real life, it's like, oh shit, who the fuck is this? Like,
Straight up on
you
some
know what I'm
Pac
saying?
type shit.
Exactly. You get what I'm saying? So I got a project I'm working on out there with TK and the guys in the 5%. It's called The Guys Getting Money. Cause we the guys getting money. You know what I'm saying? Like, we providing that good orderly direction and still showing like, bro, you don't have to be poor and have knowledge, right? You don't have to be like suit and tie or booted up like to have knowledge, bro. Like, you could be a regular, ordinary person and just putting it in the music and telling them about the life in these urban environments and what's going on out here, like not faking it. Like, cause we in 2024. Like, bro, Wu-Tang, all the big bros, Busta Rhymes, um, all that is like the 90s. We in a new generation. So how can I keep up with the NBA young boys and little babies? And the babies don't want to hear certain shit, bro.
Yeah.
They don't want to hear all that overly rapping shit in the music.
Yeah.
Some do, you know what I'm saying? And shout out to all my rappers. I don't want them to take it like, you know what I'm saying?
Sure.
All my hip hop. But it's like, they don't want to hear it. They don't want to be preaching. They don't want you preaching to them in the music.
Yeah.
You just got to drop little jewels in there. And that's what I do. I do it on my social media. If you like catch it, you catch it. If you don't, when I get up on you, you gonna get this shit. Or like, you gonna come in contact with somebody who I'm teaching. You get what I'm saying? And that's what it all boiled down to, really teaching and being out there in the public so people can see you. You know what I'm saying? Having that visibility so they can know, like, damn, this is an option. Everybody want to be savages. Everybody want to be like, all this fake ass shit that's going on in pop culture, man. So it's like, it's time for the guys to like really show and prove and really pop out and like, be seen and heard.
Real talk, real talk. If you can, bro, like, tell the people like where, they can find, the guys at in Detroit if they want to, what I mean, come to an event or a service or a meeting or, whatever the case may be.
Man, just get with me. Follow at the 5% Nation on Instagram. At the 5% Nation, you know what I'm saying? And reach out, send a DM. Send a DM to me. You get what I'm saying? This is my duty to teach. You get what I'm saying? So I ain't gonna turn nobody down. You know what I'm saying? If you want to get this knowledge and you sincere about it, and you really ready to clean yourself up, man, come fuck with me, bro. And I'll show you how this shit go. And I take, like, it don't matter where you at. And like, we on the internet right now. This gonna go up on the internet, all that social media, man, bro. We in all 50 states. We all over the world. Like, this is universal knowledge. You get what I'm saying? So just reach out and we can link you with the guys in your local community, in your area, in your city. You can pull up to the parliaments, like, really see the guys and hear the guys and walk and talk with God to get this knowledge in. It is that simple for you just got to want it for yourself. Like, look for it and you'll find it.
Real talk, man. Real talk, man. Well, it definitely was an honor, bro. You said a lot. I think you gave a lot of great information. Dropped a lot of jewels, and that's what we trying to do is everybody that sit down. Yeah, we can talk about the music, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We can talk about the street shit, but we always want to make sure that we leave something, you know what I mean, that a person can digest that may be, you know, beneficial to their lives, you feel me, going forward in some type of way.
Right.
And I feel like you definitely gave the people something to think about and new perspective, you feel me? So
I appreciate that.
for sure, for sure. If you can, man, tell the people real quick what to expect coming into this year and where to find you at on all social media platforms.
Man, this year I'm dropping singles, videos, another guy's getting money. I'm working on another project. I don't know the name of it, but it's coming soon. I probably got about like 15, 20 projects, like
Dang.
15, 20 songs on all of them, you know. So just dropping these projects, dropping this music. I got a mini doc that I'm working on right now. You know what I'm saying? I got a brand that I'm working with called Pasadena Orange. You know what I'm saying? So I'm into the fashion, the music, and film and media this year.
Yeah.
So, you know, you can find me at Remain Real Tommy on all platforms. You know what I'm saying? Type in RR Tommy on maybe YouTube, you know, Apple Music, and then you'll see me. I'll pop up on there. You'll see the guy shining.
That's what it is, man. Y'all heard it here, man. Remain Real Tommy, man. The Foreign Magazine. Post of the culture, man. Let's get it.
Peace to the guys.